Here are today's top news stories and why they matter. The Cameroonian government has announced an investigation into the circumstances surrounding the death of opposition figure Anicet Ekane while in detention. The 74-year-old was pronounced dead on Monday at a military facility in Yaoundé after spending 38 days in custody following his arrest during protests against President Paul Biya's re-election. Since the news broke, mourners have been gathering at his residence in Douala to pay their last respects. DW's Edwin Mokikinzeka has more from Cameroon.
The government's decision to launch an inquiry comes after an earlier statement from the Defense Ministry claiming Ekane died from an illness while receiving treatment at the military medical center. This has raised doubts about the credibility of the investigation. Ekane's family and lawyers insist he suffered severe respiratory distress while in custody and was repeatedly denied adequate medical care despite urgent appeals, contradicting the official narrative. Members of his party described his death as unacceptable, calling it a deliberate act of negligence, if not outright murder. For opposition supporters, Ekane's death is a major blow to Cameroon's fragile political landscape. Here's what some Cameroonians have to say.
Well, I was flabbergasted, shocked, and even scandalized to learn of Ekane's death, his demise. Sent shivering waves down my spines. It is such a disgrace for a country where we preach democracy. It is like preaching virtue but practicing vice. There is no freedom of expression in this country. I think his only crime he committed is the fact that he didn't support the regime in power.
Anicet Ekane, like any other man, the only crime he committed was to fight for human rights and the liberty in this country. So I think his fight should not end at this level. May other people continue with the fight and may his soul rest in peace.
Nigeria's Defense Minister Mohammed Badar Abubakar has stepped down as the country grapples with a worsening security crisis. The presidency announced that Abubakar resigned on health grounds. However, his departure comes amid a surge in mass kidnappings, armed bandit attacks, and abductions, particularly in northern Nigeria. DW's Ben Shaman reports from Abuja.
Abubakar Badar's resignation comes amid growing public outrage over his management of the country's worsening security situation marked by a surge in terrorism and banditry. According to a statement from the presidency, President Bola Tinubu has accepted the minister's resignation and is expected to announce a successor soon. While Badru cited health concerns for his decision, many Nigerians are questioning whether this was the true cause, pointing to concerns about competence in tackling terrorism challenges.
Efforts by the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, to persuade Guinea Bissau's junta to restore constitutional order have so far yielded little progress. A high-level delegation led by ECOWAS chairperson and Sierra Leone's president, Julius Maada Bio, met with the military leaders in Bissau on Monday. While ECOWAS is demanding an immediate return to democratic rule and the release of the results from last month's presidential elections, the junta insists on a one-year transition period. What's next? Both sides have agreed to resume talks later this month. Last week's military takeover adds to a growing list of coups in the region despite ECOWAS's efforts to curb military interventions and uphold democratic governance. Meanwhile, Nigeria has granted asylum to Guinea Bissau opposition leader Fernando Dias da Costa, who contested against ousted President Umaru Sissoco in November's elections. Nigerian authorities says Dias will receive protection and security at their embassy in Bissau, a move they describe as part of Nigeria's commitment to regional peace, stability, and democracy. That's all we have for you today. Don't forget to leave a comment, share, like, and subscribe to our channel, DW Africa. I'm Ajwa Tinkrama Domina.